Okay, in this tutorial, I show you how to calculate the standard deviation in Excel. Well, of course, you can calculate it and use manually using your calculator. And for large numbers, it'll be easier to handle at Excel or Google Sheet. Okay, so of course, I will not use the data provided in the abstraction. Instead, I used the data for all the first 10 largest cities in the States for year 2022. Right? You need to refer to the equation provided in next slide or from an online source. Right? First, we need to get the mean. We get the mean. Right? The mean, to calculate the mean is easy. We can do the formula in Excel. The formula starts with the equal sign. And there's a function we can use, average. And then we identify the extent, C2 to C20, right? So now you notice that Excel is being handled by rows and columns, just like the actual table for ArcGIS Pro. Right? So C2 is the third column, and it cross-section between the third column and the second row, right? So then input the last half of the bracket, then push enter, the average, right? So the average city size is 2 million, and of course we see the big differences between the bigger one, the biggest one, New York, and the rest of cities, right? The rest of cities. Next, we'll calculate the difference of city population from the mean for each city. Right? You have to input the heading like this way: x minus x bar, where x bar is the mean, is equal to that for New York, subtract that for C11, the mean, right? But because we want to copy paste this formula to other cells, we want to make sure all the formulas refer to the same cell. Well, at least we put $1 here, which means if okay, so maybe add another $sign there. So absolute referencing, right? So referencing to this cell. Does not matter where we copy paste the formula. Enter. And x minus x bar squared. This is very straightforward, which is equal to x minus x bar cap, which is the control key, and 6 key, right? Enter. 2, right? The power of 2. Right? And then I said that we can copy paste the formula to other cells to save our time. Select these, highlight these 2 cells and place the cursor at the lower right corner. When it changes to the cross sign, click hold it and drag it down. Right, it's so convenient, but also you always want to make sure that you double check your formula next time. This one, double click it, refer to K5, right? Power 2, which is correct. Push the ESC key. Right, K7, yes, that's right. Then how about this one? X minus X bar, X minus X bar, right? Double check a few, right? C9 minus C11, right? Then we calculate the sum of all the X minus X bar squared. So that's mentioned in the equation, right? So sum, there's a function called sum, right? And select all the values. Standard deviation, right? And then next we calculate standard deviation. Standard deviation, normally the sum divided by n plus 1, right? There's 10 here. We can input 10, or we can input the count if, or just count formula. How many cities, right? The number of cities minus 1, right? And SQRT, right? SQRT. All right. So the sum divided by count minus 1, which is line, and then the result we apply the square root. SQRT is the square root, right? So that's standard deviation is in the cell refers to the range that has additional to number adjacent. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So that's the result, and we can double check. And so there is a like stdev functions available. You just give us the values directly. stdev, the same value, right? The same value. And so yeah, that's the tutorial for the calculate standard deviation.